This is my new Ford Raptor. We're gonna be taking it off-roading right away, sharing the experience with it. And we also have my best friend that I'm gonna introduce you to and his Ford Raptor with a V8. This whole series, we're gonna have the V8 model and the V6, modifying it, off-roading it, all the adventures. Phoenix, Arizona has to be top 1 or 2 places to own a Ford Raptor, so this is gonna be a series for the book because of where we live. I'm excited that you're here. Let's get into it. We have a lot to cover and kick off a series that I'll probably never forget. How many of these trucks have this 3.5 liter V6 twin turbo engine? Does it actually suck? Because the idea of it sounds terrible, but sometimes you have to get behind the wheel and own something to understand its personality traits, to understand why a manufacturer would do something like this. I want to be a guinea pig to help discover, is there really any pros to this engine setup that's been in these things since the beginning of the 2nd generation? This is a 3rd generation truck. There's not many trucks that we could have on this channel that I feel like would really fit the way we do things here, but this is one of them. So getting used to working under this hood is gonna have to become the new normal, and reaching in here is not as easy as a car, so we're gonna have to get used to that. I've got a lot to learn about this, and we've got some parts to get rid of, install some aftermarket. I even have access to beta testing for some tuning, and a platform I feel like is the absolute move and the most simple one that I believe should dominate the market based off of the user experience. These are 35-inch tires. I did not buy a 37 package because I cared about 2 things more importantly. And I paid a serious premium for them and got absolutely, let's just say, I decided to buy this instead of an R35 GTR, even though I wanted it so bad. There's just some things you gotta do and make compromises. My wife has never been this excited about a vehicle in her entire life until I got this. So might as well knock that out, and then I can do some selfish purchases later. But let me show you why I paid an absolute premium for this thing. Statistically, 80% of people watching this video are not subscribed. The absolute best free way to support the channel and my family and everything we do here to keep making videos like this, if you clicked on it, is to hit that subscribe button down below. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much if you take that action. It means the world, and it's a good way for you to just kind of mark your stamp as being a part of this. And I really, really appreciate you. Inside, I have the blue Recaro package. These seats are amazing. This interior color is amazing. It makes me so happy. It's like a fresh spin on like a red interior in 2015. Now we got blue. This combined with a black exterior, absolute unicorn. So hard to find them spec'd out that way. This one popped up and I negotiated literally, I think, $500 off the price. I'm kind of stoked I actually went this way because my whole friend group has Raptors and we're hitting this thing off-road, and we already took it off-roading, and I'm gonna tell you about that in this video. Let's get this truck washed really quick and talk about off-roading, getting my Cerakote detailing products. They keep things as simple as possible and as high quality as possible. That's why I like their lineup. It's 103 degrees outside and I don't have a shaded area to wash. Not fun. So we have to do things a little unorthodox. Get some soap in there, spray it in my bucket, got their supplied wash mitt, have that ready to go. We'll fill this with water. And then I have this dual attachment for my pressure washer. It's kind of big and heavy, and you can switch between really quickly because we can only foam a section, wash it with the bucket, and then spray it, and then I'll probably even dry it. Then we'll move on to interior tire coat, and then I'm gonna do today with you the ceramic glass coat because this is the first vehicle I can do it on since I'm not doing a pro ceramic on the whole thing because we're probably gonna do PPF. Truck's all clean, looking really nice. Now let's, for the first time, install this glass coat on the channel. This channel and these videos would not be possible without people like Cerakote. So when you see this brand at the shelf, at your local Walmart, on Amazon, the link in the description, they want to connect with you by supporting myself. So since I'm doing PPF on the whole truck, I would like to have a coating on the glass ASAP. When I'm off-roading, the windshield doesn't get as dirty as quickly, and when I go to clean it, it's that much easier. Included gloves, the packet of wipes, we've got 4 of them total, and they include a microfiber. But before that, use a glass cleaner, even better yet, some isopropyl alcohol. You want to get any waxes, soap remnants, bugs, anything off the windows and get them perfectly clean. Get your glove on your one hand, take out the wipe. You're gonna wanna have your phone handy. You're gonna see lines and you're gonna wanna do 50% overlap on each pass to get good coverage. So the whole goal is to evenly coat it and not miss a spot. You don't need to be perfect. You're gonna go back and forth, cross hatch. So go cross one way, cross the other, create a nice even layer across the whole window. Hey Siri, set timer for 5 minutes. That's starting. I'm gonna go over to my driver window, wipe the whole thing. You're gonna wanna do this in the shade, preferably at a decent temperature. It's climate controlled in here. So if you can't do it during the day in your garage, do it at night. It's been a little over 2 minutes and this is already sweating really well. It looks like sweat on skin. It is warm here in Arizona, so I'm gonna do one pass with the included microfiber and just wipe everything down. And then I'm gonna flip it over and just buff it all off. For this product, I would err on the side of wiping it off sooner than later. This side, I can tell it dried a little too long, so it just adds elbow grease. You should be able to do this leveling off part without it needing a lot of pressure. To the touch, it's so slick now. The windows look extra clean. Right when you get your truck, you can do something like this that has really high quality results. That's really satisfying and kind of fun to give some extra TLC to your truck. So that's why I share it with you. Look out for this on shelves at your local stores like Walmart or the Amazon link in the description. You can get it sent to you really quickly. But let's talk about off-roading, and I want to introduce to you one of my good friends and show you his truck. But you got to hear it start up and pull in. So as you heard, this is a Raptor R. This is my best friend, Austin. We met in pre-K.
How's it going?
How many Raptors have you had now?
This is my second Raptor.
You only had 2? What year was the last one?
It was 23.
EcoBoost. Did you like the EcoBoost?
I did. I liked it a lot. And then I drove a V8 and I had to have one of these.
So what year is this one?
This one's a 24. So it's Gen 3.5, which is basically just a different bumper.
Taillights look a little different.
Yeah, some very minor changes compared to the Gen 3.
Austin is who I went out with, and then we went out with Parker and then his dad Justin, who are also my cousins. So it was 4 of us Raptors that went out to Florence. Austin, what did you think of that run?
Well, I had a great time until I found that giant rock and took out my wheel.
Holy crap.
Oh my god, Austin.
How did it compare to other places you've driven? Was it faster, slower, shorter, longer? Would you do it again?
The trail we took is a little bit shorter. It's very forgiving. There's not very high consequences. It's smooth. It's not super rocky as long as you stay on the trail.
I would say it was like the closest thing to like since I've been to winter rally school in New Hampshire. Like it's just open, fast roads. You get a lot of consequences, but also at the same time, it was very easy to drive within your means.
Yeah, I would agree. It is what you would want to go play with in a Raptor.
Especially a first run.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so we'll definitely be filming a lot there. It's also the closest place to our house. We've got some in and out. Austin gave me some radios. We'll overlay footage. We went out in the nighttime. All of them had lights except me, so I was out driving my stock lights, which is not hard to do. But Austin came prepared, even though he blew out a wheel and a tire. You didn't even really feel that.
The impact alone was not anything significant, and it really felt like I just blew a tire. I wouldn't say it felt like I destroyed a wheel. When I say low consequences, on some of the runs, you are like either drop off cliff edge on one side, or this last one we just did, there's rocks on both sides. So if you mess up, you're damaging your truck significantly. On something like that run, if you mess up like where I did and kind of blow through a turn, you kind of just run out into the desert a little bit. And you can put your truck in reverse and your tail between your legs and back up, and you're not hoisting your truck off a cliff edge or, you know, got a destroyed front end from a boulder.
I think the thing with Austin is he broke his truck that night, but we all learned, because that was our first time the four of us went together. Austin's always the over-prepared friend, but he actually came through and was prepared for himself. And we were laughing because that was the easiest tire change experience on the side of the road that was very not flat or level, and it all worked out smooth. I'm excited that Austin's a part of this. We've been friends since pre-K. We've done all this stuff together our entire lives, so for us to have two of the same machines again, kind of big boy toys, I guess, is fun. So Austin has a really good mindset on safety, being prepared, but Austin also throws down. That's why we're friends. Like, there's no driving slow. That's not an option. It's drive fast, but don't mess up, but also take chances, but also don't mess up. It's just that perfect balance. So we'll get a lot of his insight on how to handle things, how to build things. We'll dive into his gear. We've been posting a lot on Instagram, and I'll leave that tag on the screen. You should check it out. People are already asking questions about certain things that he's built, everything from 3D to Milwaukee boxes to air compressors. Like, there's so much nuance to the Raptor life versus like cars or something that's normally on this channel. So it's going to be a fun time. So if you have questions about Austin's rig, I'm going to have you leave them on this video. By now you've seen some slow motion shots of his truck. You can see that it's pretty modified. We have a lot more work to do between the both of us, and a lot more parts, and we're already learning some things the hard way through him that we're going to pass on to you. So that run was a good time. I got some good seat time under my belt. I really got to understand that these trucks are capable of more than what you would think, and that was quite relieving, because I did own a Can-Am X3 a year and a half ago, I think it was now, and I didn't really have anybody to go out with, but when I did take it out, it was fun, but I thought the Raptor would not be anything nearly as fun as that. But this is actually probably more fun because it's comfortable and the homies have it, and these are way more capable than I thought. So you can carry plenty of speed to get your adrenaline going, which is like what the end goal is. So we have a lot of videos that we plan. Also, what are you looking forward to the most?
Yeah, just making content with you, having fun. 10-year-old Austin and Cameron would be so stoked to know that we are now 30 making content with...
Easy, 29, easy.
They would be so stoked to know that we are still at it, having fun, and then especially in these kind of trucks.
What photo do you think I have on screen right now?
You and I both appalled by the background of that lady sitting. And one other thing, Cameron and I, from the beginning, have always, how do I put this, found ourselves in shenanigans, and
it started out night one already.
Yeah, exactly. We have plenty of stories and fun memories to look back on from high school and growing up, one of us getting ourselves in over our head a little bit, and our wives are both a little on the nervous side that we are once again together on
with things that have horsepower and things that are breakable.
Yeah.
If this is your first time on the channel, I'm gonna leave a video right here to check out some forged wheels I had made for my previous Duramax, because that's the only other truck video I have. And then on this side of the screen, when it's available, I am going to put the next Ford Raptor video. So maybe it's there and you want to follow along in the series, go check it out. Thanks for being here.